Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's someone, and hey, welcome to the smoke sesh. Welcome to the video. Kratom, medium red. This is the second episode. We last time did a low dose. Now we're doing a medium dose of red Maeng. So before we get into all of that, let me explain the concept of today's video and basically what's going to be going on. Now, as you may know, we've had prior smoke sesh seasons where we've just basically talked about cannabis related topics and whatnot, having trip sessions at the end of the last three, I believe, which we will continue to do. But this season or this series has changed. Instead, we're going to be diving into what cannabis is like with X substance, and today is a medium dose of red Kratom, red Maeng. Now I'm going to break down Kratom a little bit before we light this blunt. I do got a fucking nice blunt here, some good, I say fucking nice because it's good, but this is not just like all your whatever throw up, light up type bud you got on in your stash. I'm talking, this is some of the za, alright? Not to sound fucking ridiculous or anything, but we got Hawaiian Punch Runtz. Now, I've only smoked a few bowl hits of this, and just from that, the taste is incredible. The high is smack so far. So a blunt of this, I'm sure, is going to get zooted. But like I said, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Kratom. So Kratom is a naturally occurring plant where it's actually been used culturally for quite some time now, with the effects providing a mix of both stimulation and sedation, the sedative parts most mimicking opiate-like effects, which it's a unique substance. It's not your typical opiate. It does act as one, acts on the same receptors, I believe, but it acts very differently. Typically, depending on the dose, a lower dose is typically known to provide more stimulation, and also the come up of the experience is known to be more stimulating, while the come down may be more sedative, and the heavier doses tend to be more sedative all around. But it's a legal substance. It's one I've had many of times before for multiple purposes, mainly work, because I find it can act as a good caffeine replacement in that regard, you know. But there is also a recreational side to it, especially when you start combining it with, cannabis and other opiates as well, which can potentiate each other very well. But that's just pretty much a brief breakdown of Kratom and what it's like. What happened so far for me, if you're wondering, for this medium dose, we took 5.5 grams. I was debating like 6-ish, but just looking around and what people have said and whatnot, I feel 5.5 grams is a solid medium dose, but the strong, once we get on that strong dose, oh boy. But so far, you might be able to even tell by the tone of my voice of how I just came into this video so far. I'm much more active. I feel a lot more stimulated, which is surprising because I think I remember coming into the low dose, 3 grams, same strain, same Kratom, same batch. I was a lot more just tired and drowsy, which I'm expecting is going to come, but we'll see. But the stimulation definitely pretty strong. I haven't had Kratom in a pretty long, since the last time we did that video, actually, which a month or so. So definitely don't have an opiate tolerance by any means, but it's hitting good. I'm a little antsy, kind of figuring out what should I do in a way, but I feel calm in a way, especially from a physical standpoint. I feel like my mind's more so going, if that makes sense. But we've talked enough so far. Let's spark this blunt, and let's talk about what's going to be a bit different from last episode. But hey, Hawaiian Punch Runtz, y'all. Hey, if y'all got the za like that, spark up with your boy. I mean, I'm just excited from this weed. This weed alone will probably get me zooted, let alone almost 6 grams of Kratom, fire pack. Well, I can't say that for sure. I only smoked a couple bowls, but I'm just guessing. Like, I'm gonna, whew. But, alright, the difference for today's video, I didn't think I did mention it in the last video. The last smoke sesh, that is. I'm just getting a taste of them. Sweet, fruity, like fruit punch sweet, you feel me? Anyway, if you've seen our Let's Dive In series, we've only done, I think, I could be wrong, we may have done more. I think we only done 2 episodes, though. We're continuing that series very soon, though, with a cannabis episode coming up, just to let y'all know. But, getting off track. Anyways, from that series, we did a series of tests and how we do our trials for that. In other words, like, while inebriated, while high, I would perform a series of tests just to see how this, like, aspect of, well, I don't want to say existing, but aspect of doing things is. So, like, how am I feeling while watching a movie, for example? How am I feeling taking a walk? How does it feel to eat food while under the influence of under the influence of X and X? So we're going to be running that today and see how that goes. Just because I feel like it'll be more just like introspective into the, the whole experience instead of just one subjective take on it and just, the smoke session and whatnot. We'll just add more to it, make it more juicy. Make it more juicy. But the first 3 I am going to report after I do finish smoking this blunt. The first 3 are just, mental states more so. Mood, energy, well, that's a combination, I guess. I mean, these are all, it's a mind-body relationship at the end of the day, So, anyways, we're gonna cover our mood, energy, sociability. Man, and I'm already feeling zooted, boys, and I'm only a quarter way through this blunt. Hey, no. My high ass is just here to note. If you're all still smoking tobacco wraps, stop, alright? I'm smoking zigzag hemp wrap. Fucking amazing. One, fucking can't tell the difference. I mean, motherfuckers smoke this, they'd be like, is that a blunt? Like, I can't tell. Like, just because it burns just right. Not no uneven bullshit. It's not hard to roll. We're, man. Excuse me, guys. It ain't hard to roll like that. It's nice. I mean, it's a little loose if you're not used to that, but it's not that bad. It's definitely easy to firm around the bud. But man, just getting off track. Just vibing. Chilling. Oh, this weed is good. Holy shit. Ain't lying about that Za. Let's hear some Za. What do y'all got in recently? What are y'all smoking right now? What are y'all smoking now with your boy? That's what I want to know. What's making you cough like a motherfucker like me? What is making you cough like a motherfucker? I mean, it's the Za, right? Not necessarily, but it tastes good as a motherfucker. Man, I feel so fucking relaxed. So relaxed. Remember, guys, I'm fucking new. Like, I haven't been doing opiates like that. And opiates are one of my more favorite class of depressants. Or subclass, I guess you can say, yeah. Like, I really will fuck with opiates. That's the one class I feel like and maybe I might get addicted if I'm not careful with this class. I don't want to get into that hydro run. I had a story one day, though. Hydro binge. One of these days, hydrocodone binge. Man, I'm never normally talking like this either. Just rambling. Just rambling about whatever the fuck. Also, what Kratom y'all got? Y'all on some good Kratom. What uses do you, or what purpose do you guys use it? Because I normally use it for work. I know some people be using that shit for pain. I've only used it really as like a potentiator. Or like the first time, I remember my first story, my first time doing Kratom, that's up with the homie Evan. Fucking Evan, man. Evan hates the fucking shit. Fucking disgusting, won't drink full cup. He only drank, I think, his full cup the first time, that fucking guy. And he would always ask, like, hey, bring some Kratom, like, so, like, you know, this stuff would be hidden, like, different. It would make us higher, you know, that's the main thing. It was a potentiator at the end of the day, and I feel like that's what most people like to use it as, too. When it comes to recreational effects, at the very least, because I know, yeah, like I said, some people use it pain, anxiety, even. Alright, coming back, girlfriend came in, but that's cool, whatever. Finished the blunt. As far as my mood goes right now, I'm feeling really just, I want to say euphoric. I feel like music's going to be fucking amazing. I feel like anything I fucking do and take on right now is going to be fucking amazing. You know, I can see why I was taking this shit for work so much at one point and just, you know, riding that. And as far as my energy goes, I'm not down yet. Now, keep in mind, I'm just a bit over an hour in, so still a little early on to say whether exactly I'm not going to experience that drop. I'm expecting to experience it. It's probably just going to come out of nowhere on me, but we'll see about that. As far as sociability goes, that is up. I was talking to my girlfriend, you know, just chilling, vibing, talking about whatever. I feel like that may have, it might even be improved, so very good indeed. So I'm going to jump now to the test, which, I mean, I'm not going to obviously record the shit. I'm going to come back and report how they go. Yo, what's going on? I'm back, and it's the next day, actually. Yeah, I didn't decide to finish the recording off, but we ran the test, and let me just tell you how it went down for the most part. Now, that sedation I was talking about heavily, coming in, dropping in, whenever, actually never really set in that hard. I mean, I pretty much stayed up for the most part, playing some games, watching some YouTube videos, you know, just chilling. I had a good meal. And I felt like that initial stimulation kind of persisted throughout most of the experience. And I stayed up about 4 hours into the experience before I decided, all right, let me just, you know, get some sleep. And, you know, that was a more conscious decision rather than a pull, which is strange, especially when you compare it to, you know, the light dose we did and what is more so expected out of Kratom at these different doses. But when it came to the food test, I mean, normally when I'm having Kratom, I mean, food isn't enhanced by any means, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to be hungry, especially when I'm smoking a blunt. So because of that, I pretty much smashed the meal I made. But when it came to the work test and creativity test, this was something I actually kind of didn't flow as easily with. Now, I decided to do some journaling, then I decided to do some things for the channel, and just at the time I felt more of a recreational pull, which makes sense given the state I was in, which, you know, it was somewhat blissful. When it came to the physical activity test, though, this is where things differed greatly. Now, oddly enough, I just decided to do some squats. Yeah, just fucking squats. Why not, right? And very easy. I was just going with the flow. When it came to physical things, that's what stood out to me more. And it just makes sense, people use this, for work-related activities sometimes, for pain. So there's going to be less physical strain there. But even for a workout, but I would caution a workout, I could see Kratom, helping. But if you do go too hard, this has happened to me before, it may actually cause some nausea. And Kratom puking, it's not the most fun. When it came to music, that I felt was enhanced, not like insanely, but up a few notches definitely. And as for the walk, that's the one thing we actually didn't get to. Happened to be snowing pretty hard at the time, just coincidentally, so we didn't get to see how that would be, but I imagined that would have been pretty nice. And for the entertainment test, like I said already, video games, YouTube, I was chilling. Kind of a highlight. Normally is when you're stoned, so. But that's what pretty much happened with the test, and with that whole experience with a medium dose of red Maeng Kratom with cannabis. So hopefully this video was interesting and entertaining for you. If you did like it, let me know in the comments below and we can do more of them. If you want to see any video at all, just let me know in the comments below. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow the socials, share the video. It's been someone that's no one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.